Today we're going to talk about Tijuana versus Juarez, Mexico, while I eat my chicken. Don't judge me, guys. You know I like chicken. But I'm going to cut down a lot because I need to lose some weight, man. Definitely in the States you gain weight. Definitely in Mexico you gain weight. So I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to get online. While you guys do so, I'll sit here and I will eat my chicken. We got Richard the World Traveler in the back. He's eating a chicken sandwich. See, we got some people online. And the chicken is from Popeyes, if you want to know. Kelly, what's going on, Kelly? How's Toronto treating you, Kelly? Tyson said, what's good, man? All is well, man. Tyson, what's going on with you, my brother? What's going on with you, man? It's looking good.
Travel and chicken.
Travel and chicken. Kelly said, did you book your ticket to West Virginia? No, not yet. You have to wait a while for that, Kelly. Before I book that ticket. Hey, TV, what's going on? I see you in the background. I see you, Cav TV. You survived Juarez in one piece. You the man. Yes, indeed, man. Well, let's talk about both these places. I know the main thing everyone wants to know. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. How dangerous is Juarez? How dangerous is Tijuana? Now, we always talk about Tijuana because, you know, I lived there for many years. So I know the place inside out. Tijuana. The most dangerous thing about Tijuana, and it's going to be mad, I hate to say this, but I always have to keep it real. I'm not trying to be politically correct in here, but the police are your most dangerous enemy in Tijuana. Not all Mexican police are bad. I don't want people to say, oh, Philly, I'm talking about the whole country of Mexico. Not all Mexican police are bad. Not all U.S. police are bad. Not all Haitian police are bad. Not all Dominican police are bad. But number one enemy in Tijuana, Mexico is the police. Now, guess what I found out since I went to Juarez? That stands true about Juarez as well. Talking to the locals, talking to people from El Paso that come down there all the time and hang out, they told me that the number one problem you will have in Juarez won't be problems with nobody, but the police sometimes could harass you if you're from the States or Canada or Europe. So that's like your number one. Excuse me, guys, you know I'm eating the chicken. That's your number one enemy. So when you travel to these places, Tijuana, Mexico, and Juarez, in Mexico, you need to watch out for the police. You need to stay clear of their way. And what if you don't say Philly down, how do you stay clear away from the police? Try not to get drunk down there. Try not to be too loud down there. Try not to put yourself out there that they notice you. Just blend in with the people. I know you're like, well, Philly, if I'm black, how can I blend in? They don't know I'm not from here. You just treat it like if you was hanging out in a restaurant or a bar in the States. Whatever you do in the States to put yourself out there that people notice you when you go out, try not to do that. If you do that when you travel, let's try to fit in. Try to or stand within the rules of the place you're in. Especially when you travel to places like Tijuana or Juarez, try to stay on the tourist traps. I always tell you guys that the tourist traps. What I mean by tourist traps, tourist location where the tourists go. When I was in Juarez, I passed through there before a couple of times on a bus back in the day, but that was years ago. When I crossed through the border, I stayed on the main street there called, I think it's Juarez Boulevard. That's the main street there. And that's where all the little restaurants, the bars, anything, the dentist office, anything you need to try to get into or anything you want to do is all there for you. Because they're catering to the tourists. So now, when I go again to Juarez, I'll try to go to, with the malls and different neighborhoods like that. But I also did meet somebody there. And you shouldn't really do what I do because even me going by myself, that's like kind of dangerous to go to a different place, even if it's not Mexico, anywhere, and go by yourself. But like since I feel like I have training and I'm street smarts from growing up in Philly, and plus I have a lot of training. I hate to say this, sounds bad to say training, but I have a lot of experience with the different situations in Tijuana that help you basically anywhere you go in the world. Haiti, Jamaica, Puerto Rico. You can go to friggin' Denmark for all I care. It'll help you. So that keeps me safe when I go abroad. I have street smarts, but some people don't really have street smarts like that. And you don't have to grow up in the ghetto or the hood to have street smarts. You just have to have basic common sense. What would you not do if you was in a bad neighborhood or a sketchy neighborhood, or you went somewhere, you turned to a corner and you turned to a neighborhood and you went left, and when you went in that neighborhood, even though it wasn't the baddest neighborhood or anything like that, it looked bad, but you had a bad feeling about that area, what do? You get out of there. Same thing you do when you travel. Then I know some people are going to be like, well, Philly Dom, if I got to be up on arms when I go somewhere or I have to worry about my back, why should I go there? Danger can catch you anywhere. People get robbed, shot, stabbed in the States every day. You don't have to be in a particular place for something to happen to you. And to believe it or not, like Mexico, people are not looking out there to harm you like that. Believe me when I say that. Yes, they have incidents, and we can pull up articles, we can pull up news situations. Stuff does happen, but it's not to that level that if you just across the border and you go down to Juarez, something's going to happen to you. The people were very friendly there. They were outgoing. Everything was laid back. I talked to some of the locals. I met a guy out there. He's ex-military. He lives out there, so he took me around, gave me the lay of the land. As a matter of fact, he's from New Jersey, man. From Camden, New Jersey, right over the bridge. You might as well say he's from Philadelphia. We call it the tri-state, so he was like my little tour guide. But I trusted him because he told me he was like ex-military and he was American. And I gave him a couple tests. I talked to him about Philadelphia. I talked to him about Jersey, just to see, because anybody can say they're from somewhere. So I gave him some information, asked some different questions to try to see if he was really from Jersey or Philadelphia area. And he passed the test because only people from that area would know. He couldn't Google that quick. And then Cav TV said that includes the PD here in the U.S. Yes, you try to avoid them at all costs. You're right about that. You just have to take precaution wherever you go. If you went to friggin' Disney World and you went to Florida, you still have to make sure you're safe. People get kidnapped, they get robbed in the States. It's no different. It's like funny when you tell people you're going to Mexico, they always say be safe. You tell them you're going to Hawaii, they say have a great time. And you can get robbed in Hawaii, you can get kidnapped and everything above in them different places. You just have to be smart, watch where you go. And if you're not sure where you're going, talk to the people at the hotel, talk to the people at the Airbnb, talk to the people at the hostel, whatever way you choose. And it's even better if you're going to go visit a place and you have actual family members or friends there. That's even better because there's somebody from that city so they can tell you where to go, where not to go, and they can keep you safe. Let me eat another piece of this chicken real quick. Also, guys, please get a video like. I greatly appreciate it. Now, was I scared going to Juarez? No. I spent a lot of time in Mexico throughout the last 10 years. So Mexico to me is an extension of the United States to me. If I fly to another country and I go somewhere else and I land in Mexico, I feel like I'm home. Mexico is like home to me. So if I fly to Mexico, it's no problem to me. So it's like home. So I didn't feel scared. And like I said before, since I lived in Mexico for so long, I know the ins and outs of Mexico. Now I do have a problem with the language. My Spanish should be a lot better than what it is, but I actually know the ins and outs. So when I stepped into Juarez yesterday, I'm thinking I'm looking for the cop situation. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that. And everybody's been there was nothing but peaceful and nice and accommodating. It's definitely a lot cleaner than Tijuana. Maybe because it's a smaller city, it doesn't have the amount of people that Tijuana has, and it's not the most cross-border in the world. So Tijuana is a lot bigger, and they get a lot more traffic coming through there. But I didn't have no problems there. Man. I didn't have no problems. Never once have I felt threatened or anything like that. I mean, as I go back, or I'm definitely gonna go there again. As I go back again at night and different times, I can give you guys more intel or more information on Juarez. But for the most part, I understand the ins and outs of the country. Like I said, just because I travel to Mexico so often and so frequently. So it was nothing that shocked me or anything. Guys, if you're watching the video, please give a video a like. I greatly appreciate it. Let me read some of these comments. I apologize. I start talking too much. Ben, Oswald said, hey, Philly Dom, the people of Juarez stay shocked at seeing black people. Where they stand shocked at seeing black people, especially when the majority are under 5 foot. He said the majority of them are under 5'5" tall. No, not really. They can't really be shocked at black people because when I was down there, guess what? I saw my people down there. A lot of Haitians are living in Juarez right now. So it was a lot of Haitians down there. Matter of fact, I knew 2 or 3 Haitians. I knew 3 Haitians to be exact from Tijuana that were there. So, I mean, I didn't even know they was in Juarez. I thought they was in Tijuana. I'm just walking on the main street, and I'm like, walk up to them like, I know you. You know me from Tijuana. They're like, oh, yeah, Philly, I know you. So if they were shocked of seeing, if I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is gonna sound a little crazy, if they're shocked of seeing black people on them borders, I mean, in different parts of Mexico, after the Haitians invaded Mexico and been to all the little border towns and all over Mexico now, they're not gonna be shocked to seeing black people. Plus, Mexico, people don't know they actually do have a black population there. Some slave boats went to Mexico, believe it or not. People keep forgetting about that. If you go to places like Guerrero, I'm saying it right, Richard? Guerrero, Mexico. Yeah.
Spanish, the G's funny.
Yeah, Guerrero, Mexico is a lot of, yeah, and then you got other places. There's Acapulco and other little places where it's a big there's a big I guess Mexican black population, if you want to call it that are there. So they're everywhere. But especially on the border now, since the Haitians been up there, it's a lot of Haitians on the border. I was surprised when I went into Juarez and saw there was Haitians there. It floored me. I knew they were on the borders, but I didn't know they would be in like Juarez like that. Somebody even told me they had a Haitian restaurant in Juarez. I didn't have time to go see that because I was so busy like getting footage and stuff for you guys. Gil said, Philly Dom, what's up, man? What's going on with you, Gil? What's going on with you? You're hanging out with the one and only Philly Dom. Then Lopez said, hola, Philly. Come on, Esther, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm going good, Lopez. How you doing? Kev TV said, how were the tacos? The tacos were similar to Tijuana, but to break you guys' heart and the tacos in Tijuana, I know definitely are better. Definitely a better, man. Tijuana has a special place in my heart. So other parts of Mexico, when it comes to like tacos and stuff like that, they really gonna have to do it. But they have good tacos there. They have good burgers there. Party scene. Obviously, there's a party scene there, but it's nothing compared to like Tijuana party scene. Like they had clubs there, they had bars there, they got restaurants, but they still was getting over well, not getting over the pandemic is still here. So they just started opening up like a month ago. So I didn't really see Juarez at full blast, but people told me that they do party, they do have a good time. Obviously, we know our Mexican people have a good time, but I'm still no, they're not on a Tijuana level because I was asking them do their bars and restaurants stay open 24 hours, and they were looking at me like I was crazy. Fox said, "How was the food?" The food was good. They have good food there. If you ever like in El Paso, I definitely recommend you to go down to Juarez. You'll have a good time. It was a pretty easy. I can even tell you the process of me getting in. I did a video. The video was already out, but I can talk about it too. When I went to El Paso, I was downtown, and then I walked across the bridge. They have like three bridges there. Paso Norte Bridge or Santa Fe Bridge, they called it, that I walked across. And you just walk right in, just like if you was in Tijuana. But it was a little different. They had a turnstile, and I had to pay 50 cent US to a cashier if I didn't have change, and if I had pesos, I would just have to put it like in a machine. And you cross from there, and that was like 10 pesos. I think to go into Mexico was 10 pesos, and to come out was 5 pesos, if I'm being correct. And you walk right in. When I walked in, usually if you walk into Tijuana, Mexico, man, you have to get a visa. You have to get a visa. They write down your information, they take the information off your passport and everything, and they ask you, sir, if you're gonna be here 1 day, 10 days, 5 days, and then they deal with you accordingly. But there, I went through with a book bag, a backpack, and all they did was check my backpack. They didn't ask me nothing about getting a visa or anything like that. And then I just went on into Juarez. But when you're leaving out of there, it's kind of interesting. When you leave out of there, you have to see Mexican immigration again to get back to the U.S. side. So when I was leaving out of there, I just had to pay 5 pesos or 25 or 50 cents. It's a little bit of money. It's no real money, guys. And they didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing after that. You just walk right in. But I did notice and I observed the driving line. They looked at their documentation and stuff like their passports and stuff on the Mexican side before you have to represent it to the U.S. side, which they don't do that in Tijuana. Like I was saying, with Tijuana is if you drive in, you just drive in. Every now and then they have people there, they have security there, or border patrol, my fault, border patrol there, Mexican border patrol, and they can stop you occasionally. They'll pick this car or that car, or if your car way too much, because some people try to sneak furniture and TVs and different things in. So if your car way too much, your alarm go off, they'll stop you. But sometimes the officer can look at you and just randomly pick. Sometimes they just randomly pick you. So that's a whole different process. It's the same. It's the same two different countries, U.S. and Mexico, but they have two different processes how they do things. I mean, Tijuana and Juarez has two different processes how they do things. So that was pretty interesting because I figured that all the borders would be pretty similar because the borders in you have San Ysidro, you got Otay border, you got Tecate border. They pretty run themselves the same. Maybe because it's a California Mexican border thing, they're pretty similar. So you could go to either three of them borders and expect like the same type of checks. But yeah, and there was totally different. And then when I was coming out of Juarez, it wasn't really a line. When I was coming in, it was a little bit of line, and I asked the people how long the line was. I asked the Mexican immigration, they said, oh, like 25 to 40 minutes for that line. And then they have multiple borders. I only went through one. They have like maybe two more borders close by. Two of them are really close by that I could have picked or choose, which was like a couple blocks to leave out of Juarez. But for the most part, I went to this bar called Kentucky Bar. I hung out with the military guy there. His name is Mike. Hung out with him. He was just showing me, the different places and the different spots and what they had and what they didn't have. But it's not on the same level far as partying as Tijuana. Probably if you can probably make more money, spend more money in Tijuana than you would spend in Juarez. It wasn't at the same level. Like I do know they have the crime element. We always got to bring that up because people are like, yo, Philly, you lying to them. Tell them about the crime. Tell them about the crime. I ain't gonna lie. When I was in the bars, hanging out and stuff like that, going from place to place with the guy Mike, I did look on the news. They had the news. The Mexican news is raw, man. Like they show like dead bodies, not the actual body because it was on the news, but they showed somebody was dead, wrapped up. They were just showing like what was going on in the Juarez area. But like I said, if you were a tourist and you go on there just to have a good time, you're completely out of the way. You're completely out of the way of one way. The box of food was good. Bella Smiles said, "Hey, Kev TV. Hi, Philly Dom. Bella Smiles, how you doing? How are you doing today? I'm doing good. Thank you so much for all your support yesterday. I greatly appreciate you." Lou said, "That's part of being trapped in the matrix, scaring of traveling, and fear of getting robbed." Yeah, that's the main thing. That, being part of the matrix here, man, people always scared to travel. They think if you step into Mexico, especially Mexico, I'm using Mexico because that's what I'm talking about Juarez and Tijuana. But like I said, anytime you go to Mexico, people tell you to be safe. You can fly to Hawaii, they say have a good time. So at the end of the day, these countries are dangerous or safe as possible. Well, I'll tell you one thing, and I'm gonna keep it on with you. Some people might not believe me. I see more police protection down in Mexico than I do in the States. And that I'm being really truthful about that. You'll see a lot more police roaming around and doing what I do than when I'm in the States. I'll be honest with you. You can drive for miles sometime and not see a police car. But yeah, you still have to travel, man. I think everybody should take the time to get a passport, or even take a day trip down to like Mexico or up to Canada when Canada reopens, just to see something different from the country where you're at. There's people that I grew up with in Pennsylvania probably never, I'm going to give them this, they probably never left the eastern seaboard. Like they probably been to like New York, Miami, Georgia, in that area. They've never went to the West Coast. They've never been to the Midwest. They never even really been in the South, like when I'm talking like Texas, Oklahoma, places like that. Memphis, Tennessee, that's in the middle there. They never been in them different type of places. But I think the best education you can get in life, and I always try to push this on people, I mean, they can take it if they want or not, is the travel. It shows you up. It shows you different things. It opens your mind to different places and different ways of life that you would have never thought about. And also, if you take the time to listen to what the media has to say, you'll never go anywhere. And when you do go to these places, I could have easily stayed in El Paso and never went to Juarez. I'll say, oh, I heard about them killing and stuff like that. And yes, they do have their problems and their killings like every other place. Philadelphia has a problem with murder rate and different things that's going on. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I think we're number 2 right now in the country for murders this year. And obviously people know about Chicago. LA has a problem. Miami has a problem. Like, so what, should I be scared to go to Philadelphia because of that? Every place has that problem. Just take the right precaution and the right measures, and you can have a good time, and you can go anywhere you want in the world. You see, I stayed in Haiti for 7 months. Haiti's going through some rough times, but it ain't really no right or wrong time to go to Haiti. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. There's always some kind of issues going over there, so it's not really a right or wrong time. You just gotta, when you go, you just gotta take the right precautions. But like I said, a lot of people tell me to stay out of the country for the next couple of months. So I'm listening, but you never know. Philly Dom don't listen all the time, so I might be back in Haiti before you know. You never know. Let's read some of these comments. I'm sorry I'm talking so much today. VG said, I miss it. How is Juarez compared to Tijuana? They're pretty similar. They're pretty similar how everything is operated, but Tijuana seems like more of a hustlers type city. It's more of a hustle type city, and Juarez is similar in that way. But the time that I was spent there, nobody really bothered me too much for too much. Like, asked me for this or asked me for that. They were more like outgoing and more friendly. And Tijuana is more like people want to hustle or they got to get where they got to go. It's like a New York City type. Tijuana is like a New York City, and I guess Juarez would be like I don't know, like a North Carolina or something like that. The people were a lot more friendly, more open to talk to you and stuff like that. Really wasn't trying to get anything from you or anything like that. Just interesting conversation with some people down there. Thank you guys for watching, man. Please, guys, give the video a like. I greatly appreciate it. I went to Tijuana. Drank, was spiked. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. But where'd you go? When people tell me this, people always give me these stories, those stuff that happened to them in Tijuana and different parts of Mexico. If you was in Tijuana, what bar was you at? Tell me the bar you was at, and tell me were you on Revolution? Were you on Revolution? Were you in Zona Norte, which is the hood area or the ghetto area? Or were you in Zona Rio? Were you in Zona Rosa? Were you by Rosarito Beach? Tell me where you at so I can understand what happened. Cav TV, were you on Agua Caliente? They got a bunch of restaurants and bars there. Let me know where you at and who were you with. All that plays a factor in how stuff happens in different countries. Gus said, hey, Philly. Oh, Cav TV said, hola, Bella. And then Gus said, hey, Philly, what's the difference between both cities? It has tall buildings like TJ. No, they have tall buildings. They have some buildings, but they don't have that definitely their infrastructure from what I could see with my eyes is nowhere close to what Tijuana has. But obviously they have malls. They have a couple tall buildings, but it's nothing like Tijuana, Mexico. I noticed that pretty quickly. I think I don't quote me on this. I didn't really check it on Google. I'm thinking they have a population maybe 300,000 or 500,000, maybe a little bit more. But Tijuana, you're talking in the millions. Tijuana is definitely in the millions. I know that without even checking it, just from living there. Tyson Cole said, what are your top 5 Mexican cities? Oh, that's easy, Tyson. Playa del Carmen is number 1. Oh, man. I'm going to say, I don't have a particular order with this, but definitely Playa del Carmen is number 1. Tijuana is number 2 because that's the first Mexican city I lived, and it showed me the ins and outs of Mexico. So I'm going to say Tijuana is number 2. Mexico City or Guadalajara, they could go in either order. Mexico City or Guadalajara could go in any order. And then after that, it would have to be Monterrey would be number 5. So Playa del Carmen, which is a small little city, which is growing because everybody's going there. Playa del Carmen is the new Cancun. You don't trust me? You can Google it, research it, whatever. It's the new Cancun. Well, Playa del Carmen number 1. Tijuana because it showed me how to live in Mexico. Mexico City, Guadalajara, and Monterrey. I'm a city guy, so I like big cities. I don't know why I like Playa del Carmen. It's just a vibe, a feeling of the people there and the vibe there that makes me like that city. That's the only way I can explain it to you. The vibe and the way the people are, they make me like that city. So that's why I love that city. Playa del Carmen, just when I went there, just something hit me and it's like, bam, I like it. It's nice, it's clean, a lot of police protection. To be honest with you, it might have changed, but I Googled it the other day. I Googled the safest city in Mexico, and Playa del Carmen came up as number 1. Now, I'm not saying nobody gets killed or shot or stabbed there. But overall, that's the most, excuse me guys, I'm eating this chicken, safest city in Mexico. Somebody can Google and double check me, fact check me on it. Oh, it said I have a global entry because, okay, I have a century. I didn't have those issues. Yeah, I understand. Fellas Mom said, hola. I hope that's right. That's all I remember from 4 years of Spanish class. I hear you, Bella. That's terrible. Lots of laugh. Don't worry, my Spanish is not that good as well either. Also, guys, if you're watching, please give a video a like. I greatly appreciate it if you guys can. Get a video like, you see, I got the Popeyes. I keep it real. Eating the Popeyes. Popeyes. Oh. Okay. Stray said, yo, Philly, what's up, bro? Glad you enjoyed your time in Juarez. I was really not sure how it would turn out. Yeah, I was, I think I said, I'm Tijuana, been my home for a while, so I was not too scared. But you said Texas and California border towns different from what have I heard, or it seemed to be much more conservative. Yeah, it was over TJ. Yeah, it was definitely. I could tell you that for sure. Did you see many Americans over there? No, I seen Haitians, Belizeans, Hondurans, Mexicans, obviously, but no, only one guy. Two people I met. It was a guy from the States. He's ex-military. He's retired. I met him, and he had a girlfriend. I know for sure they were American. After that, I didn't meet nobody that claimed they was American. I mean, mostly I heard Spanish there, but I did hear some people speak English. Or if I asked them if they spoke English, they talked to me in English. But I didn't see many Americans there right now. The guy that lives down there, the ex-military guy that lives down there that I was talking to, and he's my little tour guide around there. He was telling me that they just opened back up with like a month ago. So a lot of people still don't even know if the border's open like that. So they it's not that crowded. So that means not that many Americans would come across. But I know when I was leaving, a lot of people were coming across. But they look of Mexican descent, look like they might be visiting family in Juarez, or going to another part of Mexico, coming through Juarez, or maybe they do like maybe they live in Juarez, but they work in the States. Because I interviewed a girl. She said she was born in the U.S. to Mexican parents, and she lives in Juarez and she works in the States, so she goes back and forth. But Americans like that I really know, only two people there told me the whole time I was there told me they was American. Only two people told me that. Gus said, I heard Juarez it's ugly. Is that true? Well, where I was at, I was on the Juarez Boulevard when you cross right into there. That was nice. It was clean. You can look at the videos. I got a whole bunch of videos coming up about Juarez, so you guys can check it out for yourself. Like I said, I lived in Tijuana, hung out in Tijuana for many, many years. Tijuana, God forgive me for saying this, is an ugly city for the most part, but they have their nice areas like Plaza Rio. They have some other areas that are nice, like Galleria. Well, Hyperdrome. Hyperdrome is the area, and Tijuana is real nice, and some other areas that are real nice. Colinas in California, but I mean, this trip. I just stayed in the downtown area. Usually, when I go to a new place, I try to go in the downtown area, and then I work my way out of the downtown into the other areas. But from what I could see from my eyes and talking to people, I mean, it's a typical, man, I'm trying to say this without being hard. It's a typical border city. I knew what to expect. The nice cities of Mexico are not in the north. Only one I could say that's in the north would be man, what's the name of this? The only city I could say that it's a big city that's in the north that's on the east side of Mexico. But after that, and that's a big city, that's the third biggest city. Monterrey is the third biggest city. All their nice cities is like Guadalajara, Mexico City. They look like cities in the United States, but the border cities don't look the same. John Jones said, "Are you still alive, man?" Lots of laughing. I'm alive. Robert Mack said, You back in Mexico?" No, I'm in the States right now. But I will be going back to Mexico soon and checking out different places. Robert Mack, what's going on? Robert Mack in Asia, man. Guys, check out his channel, man. YouTuber doing big things. I know he can't wait to get back to Thailand, his hometown now. She said, "You going to Alaska this year?" More than likely, see, maybe I won't go to Alaska this year. More than likely, I might not go to Alaska. There's a good chance that I'm not going to Alaska, but I'll still keep feeding you guys information about Alaska, and I'll give you every bit of knowledge, every trying to connect that I have, anything I can help somebody that's in a struggle that needs a job or needs a quick payday. I'm the man for you. I will help you out to the best of my ability. I promise you that. But if everything doesn't work out like it should with the YouTube, yeah, I might have to go up there to make some money, because YouTube is making money for me now, but it's not where I need it to be at. But it'll all come in time. VG said, I hear people who never left their own city talk about America like it's the worst country on earth. Yes, usually when you talk to people, VG, when it comes to traveling and they tell you it's dangerous and it's like that, first question you ask them, as soon as they start telling you how dangerous a place is, how crazy it has been, and this and that, ask them, have you ever been there before? They say, no, but I heard this on blah, blah, blah news station. Or blah, 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 I heard this on this station. Most of the time, mark my word, most of the time they ain't been to that country or that place. Robert Mack and Aegis said, Newark, New Jersey is dangerous. Yeah, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is dangerous. Parts of Los Angeles is dangerous. Yeah, Chicago, parts of Chicago is dangerous. Parts of Boston is dangerous. Danger is everywhere. Tyson Cole said, Kansas City broke a homicide record this year. Bottom line, all places have problems, and you got to live your life. Yeah, that's what I say. And plus, it's a little cheaper, man. I ain't gonna even lie, man. When you travel abroad, like going to places like Colombia and El Salvador, they're a lot cheaper on your pockets than traveling in the U.S., man. You fly to Miami or you go to L.A., you go to New York, you're going to spend a couple dollars. Kev said, go to Arizona. Yes, indeed, man. I hear you. I was just in Arizona. Fitness and Travel Life said, Team Passport Brothers, we keep traveling and they can't stop us. Yes, indeed, Fitness, man. Fitness and Travel Life. Guys, check out his channel, man. The brother's a traveler just like I am. Support the brother. Haitian brother doing his thing. Think he's going back to the Dominican Republic pretty soon. Check out his content when he go out there. That's my boy, Fitness and Travel Life. And Kevin said, I'm in TJ Dom. Let's meet up. I'm not in Tijuana right now, but if I'm there when you're there, we can definitely meet up for sure. Then Robert Mack and Asia said, Kev TV, good afternoon. Jamel said, why did you say you would go to Yugoslavia? You're a liar. You never got out of the American continent. I'm like, man, we always got haters that come through here. I love your channel. I didn't say I was going to Yugoslavia. When did I ever say I was going to Yugoslavia? Lou said, Tijuana, 2 million population. Okay, see? Just from guessing that. I said Serbia. Jamel, Serbia. Google Serbia. Kev TV said, hi. Robert Mack and Asia, big ups. Kelly said, West Virginia. Robert Mack and Asia, put thumbs up. Kev TV said, El Paso is more dangerous than Juarez. I don't know which one is more dangerous. I'm just telling you what I saw down in Juarez, and I mean, I'm sure El Paso has their problems like any other place in the world. Tyson Cole said, I'm going to need some info on Playa del Carmen. I'll be there a month after the Dominican Republic. All right, man. You know, I'm probably going to see you, man, down in the DR anyway, so I'll give you that information. Kev TV said, lots of laughs. Tito, Kelly said, it's on my bucket list. That's what's up, Kelly. Canada's in the building. Tito said, what's up, Philly? What's up, Robert Mack? Kev TV. Tito said, hello, great channel. Thanks. Robert Mack and Ada said, Tito, hello, great channel. Tito said, thanks, buddies. I'll be, treasure hunting later today. That's what's up. Seven said, hello, what's up, Philly? JB, J-Ball 7, what's going on, man? Where you at, man? Where you from, man? Kev TV said, "Oh yeah, West Virginia is a country is a country and full of coal miners." You funny, Kev TV. Man, guys, check out Kev TV, man. Check out what he's doing, man. Also, check out Richard the World Traveler. He's traveling here with me. We're doing big things. He's really showing me the ropes and how everything works with his YouTube lifestyle. So he's giving me a lot of pointers and a lot of positive, positive ways to improve the channel and everything. So shout out to him. Shout out to Jock Wilkins out there in San Diego, California, man. Check out his channel as well. It's my cousin. That's my family. He's doing his thing. Kev T. Okay, Kelly said no. Oh, Kev T said, "Where's Richard the World Traveler hiding?" He's on his computer doing something on his computer, like a little bit behind me. Kelly said, "Have you heard of the blogger?" No, I never heard of him. He's currently in, what you say, in Japan, I'm told. I'm going to check him. I can check him out, Kelly. Thank you for the information. I'm always willing to check out, see what these guys are doing, where they at. Gravy said, "What did you like about Monterrey, Mexico?" The people. I like Monterey. I like the people. I'm big on people and vibes because you can have the nicest city, you could have the biggest malls. It could be like a Dubai, but if the people don't treat you right, you're not going to have fun in that place no matter what you're trying to do there. And I'll get you, Richard the World Traveler can agree with me on that. The people play a big part in liking a country or the city or a place. I have a couple good friends there. Matter of fact, I got a YouTube friend there. She lives there right now as we speak. She's a Mexican YouTuber. But the vibe, the people. Kev TV said, "Hey, fitness and travel life, big up." Scope said, "Any plans on going back to the Caribbean? If so, which country?" I mean, you know, it's going to be Dominican Republic and Haiti if I go back. But more than likely, I'm going back. And I'm really, it's almost 100% in stone. I'll be going back by the end of the month to the Dominican Republic. It's almost 100% in stone. Kelly said, "Let's get Philly to 30K. Thank you, Kelly, man. Thank you so much. Please, guys, get a video like. Please, if you can give the video like, I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it." Okay, Kev TV said, "Donate at Kelly." Kev TV said, "Support the YouTube champ." Thanks, Kev TV. Kelly said, "I donated." Okay, that's what's up, Kelly. I'm gonna check out his channel. I'm gonna definitely check out his channel. Okay, I thought you donated. Did you donate to Libby? Kelly, did you donate to Libby? One favorite IP2 streamer. Lots of laughs. Oh man, Kelly, don't know that name. Sorry. Kev TV said, "Whoa, that's strange because you keep mentioning that name in other chats." Then Low Key said, "Looking for travel information. This was recommended. Anything I can help you out with, just ask me, man. If I don't know it, I can find somebody that knows it, but I can find information for you. Or I might have been there myself. Fitness and travel." I said, "Cav, salute, salute, salute." Hermano, and then Jamel said, "Oh yeah, yes. I'm from okay. Yeah, it's a good. I'm definitely gonna come to that region. I won't make it out of this year without going to like Serbia, to the Balkans. That's what they call it, the Balkans. Yeah, it's old Yugoslavia. Okay, I see what you're going with it. Jamal, yeah, definitely, definitely. That's a hidden jewel that people don't even know about. Jamel, that's a hidden jewel that people don't even know about. HS said, "Hey Philly, how are you? How long does it take to get from Cancun to Playa del Carmen?" It's like driving. It's going to take you like 40 minutes, 35, 40, 35 to, I'm going to say an hour, but it's like 40 minutes. 40 minutes with driving, like 35 to 40 minutes. So an hour. I'm going to tell you an hour. It's a little less than that, but just to be on the safe side, it's an hour. So you'll fly into Cancun, and if you want to go there, I wouldn't even Uber or anything. They have buses at the airport, luxury buses that take you to to Playa del Carmen, which is like 20 bucks. It's called a ADO bus. It's like 20 bucks. It'll take you to Playa del Carmen, man. That's what most people do. Foreman said, have no fear, I'm here. Foreman, what's going on? Arlene Wade, we love you. You said, Philly, what's going on, Arlene Wade? Then Foreman said, Kev TV is a celebrity. Yes, he is. He's everywhere. Kev TV is everywhere. Please, guys, get a video like. I greatly appreciate it if you guys could get a video like. Then Kev, Arlene Wade said, hola to the chat. Arlene Wade said, hola to the chat. Kev TV said, hola, Arlene Wade. I'm glad you guys can tune in today. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. But yeah, what did he say? Foreman said, I found you on Top. Oh, Shop. Oh, I found you on Top Chef Travel Networks. Yeah, thank you, Foreman. I'm glad that I'm getting recognized on some of the travel networks. I've been traveling, man, it's been like a year and a half now, because I can even count the traveling in the States because I'm not in my hometown. I'm still abroad. I'm going to different places. From city to city, place to place. I'm not really staying in one place too long. I probably was in Tijuana maybe a month, maybe 3 weeks. And even when I was there, I was going to LA, going to San Diego, going back to Tijuana. I was moving around a little bit. But yeah, like, so overall, when we talk about the best advice I can give you about going down to Tijuana and Juarez, is stay to the local traps. Do your research. Google the tourist attractions. Google the areas where most tourists go. And if you stay in them areas, more than likely you will not have no trouble. Talk to the hotels. Talk to the Airbnb. Talk to a friend or whoever you're going to go visit, or reach out to me or any other YouTubers that travel to these different places, and we can give you our advice. You can always reach me on my Instagram at IM_PhillyDom. My Instagram is IM_PhillyDom. That is the fastest and quickest way to reach out to the one and only Philly Dom, representing Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And then Farmer said, it's hard to travel now with this code. Yes, it is. It is. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a traveler's nightmare to travel right now because you have to take a test to get out of the United States, unless you're going to drive through Mexico or something. So it is a problem to travel right now. You have to take a test, and then to come back into your country. Like, say if I fly from Florida to the Dominican Republic, I have to take a test in Florida to get out of Florida. Then I got to take a test from the Dominican Republic to get back. And some of them tests are not cheap, people. Talking like $100, $150, $80, $70. So it's not cheap. It's not cheap at all. So it's rough. It's rough, man. But you still gotta, I still gotta make a living and do this. This is what I signed up for, to be a traveler. So I gotta do this. Troy said, most dangerous places you visit so far, fearless champ. I mean, on paper, the most dangerous place I've been on paper that I would say that I was on a swivel everywhere I went was Honduras. And I'll be going back there when I go to El Salvador. I'm definitely going to go back to Honduras. But I was on a swivel there in Honduras. I'm not going to lie to you. Haiti could be dangerous if you don't know the lay of the land. But I got family there, so because I even traveled there alone, sometime by myself, not even with my family. Just jumped on a moto, did what I had to do. So, but for the average person, Haiti, I'm gonna say, is dangerous. It's definitely dangerous because it ain't one of them countries that you could just be drinking in a bar in Miami and be like, yo, you know what? Let's go down to Haiti. You gotta like plan a trip to Haiti. You gotta have people on the ground there. It ain't one of them countries you could just jump on a plane and go. And if anybody's telling you anything different than that, they lying to you. Haiti's the kind of trip you have to plan. It's like, who's gonna just jump on a plane and go to Afghanistan? Who's gonna jump on a plane and go to Iraq? Who's gonna go to a plane and go to Syria? Like, you know what I mean? You have to know somebody there. These are not some parts of Africa, some parts of India. You're just not gonna just jump on a plane and go there. And Haiti's one of the places, so I would say it's dangerous in that regards. Also, Mexico could be dangerous for people too, if you don't know the ins and out, and getting educated from somebody like me that been there. I have 10 plus years, like say living in Mexico, like going back and forth between Mexico and the U.S. So it could be really dangerous if you don't know the ins and outs of Mexico. But that could be anywhere. Like, you know what I mean? I don't like to shed light on just countries abroad. I mean, if you go to the wrong hood in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, some parts of North Philadelphia, you could have some major problems. So it's just not abroad when you go. But you ask me countries, I'm gonna say Honduras. That's been the scariest place I've been to. I was like on edge the whole time I was there. Mind you, I was in the capital city over there. It starts with a T. It's a long pronunciation. I always mess it up. But I was there in the capital city, and that I was on the swivel the whole time, like checking around my surroundings and stuff like that. Even when I talked to some locals, they had calm down, Philly. This is how you move around down here. This is where you go. You'll be all right. They even told me being a black guy, I was the last guy on the list to get robbed. They said if they're gonna rob somebody, they want an easy target. They're not gonna rob somebody that maybe want to fight with them or give them some kind of resistance. So he was like, "You just being black, man, and you a little starky. More than likely, they ain't gonna bother with you, man. You're not an easy target." Jamel said the most dangerous place in the world. Where you get that at, man? Rasavek Iceland. Why would you say that, man? Oh my God. He said, oh, let me ask Richard. Richard, do you think Iceland is the most dangerous place in the world?
Iceland?
That's what the guy said. One of the guys in the live said it is now.
The most open sexually in the world. Yeah, there's video.
Oh man. Let me check it out when I get off the live. Roman said volcano. Some people tell me Nigeria is really dangerous too. I know a lot of my Nigerian friends say that if you're gonna go to Nigeria, you need to go with somebody. And I see YouTubers in Africa, and a lot of them, for the most part, avoid Nigeria. I noticed they go to South Africa is very dangerous too. They say. I heard a lot of stories, and I heard YouTubers that went there and got robbed. Like they've told their stories. So, and that was what was it, Cape Town or Johannesburg. So it's a lot of dangerous places. You can get robbed in the States. You don't even have to go abroad. You just got to be careful of your surroundings and take the right precautions. I mean, Paris can be dangerous. Kim Kardashian got robbed at gunpoint in Paris a couple years ago. You might as well say her freaking Airbnb over there. She was staying like in an Airbnb over there and got robbed at gunpoint. So anywhere could be dangerous, guys. But yeah, some of the places I named earlier were some of the most dangerous places. Former said the most poverty places are rough. Yes, indeed they are, man. Because people looking for a come up, man. They tired of being broke, man. And you can't blame them for that. I understand that. You don't want to be broke, so I understand. Man, this chicken is good. Jay said, like the glasses. Thank you, Jay. And I got these glasses in Mexico. I need to wipe them off a little bit. A little bit of it, my handprint is on there. But yeah, thanks, Jay. Thank you so much. Anything else you guys want to know about my trip to Juarez, Mexico? I'm here in one piece. Jamel put something up. He said something about Iceland, and he dropped it. Jay said, no problem, man. Also, guys, if you're watching, please get a video like. Support the channel in any way you can. It's rough out there for us travelers, man. Got to take COVID tests now. In and out of the country. It's rough, man. Thank you guys for tuning in today. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much, man. Probably later today I'll do another live if I can have Richard set up the camera. Not to put him on the spot, but if he could set up the camera, I could do another live probably later on tonight, this evening.
No one told you you have good quality today?
Today, how's the quality of the video today, guys? Nobody said it yet. I'm gonna ask them. Cat TV said hit the like button. How's the quality of the video today? Because I'm using my phone today right now. Do you see anything with the quality of the video? Let me know. Oh, they said it's excellent.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Arlene Wade. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. You guys have a blessed day or night or afternoon. Oh, it says Jay said it's on point. Thank you. I still got another piece of chicken to eat. I think I eat my food and talk to you guys. They said we can see the iron board in the back of you. Yeah. I'm at like a desk doing a live. I'm like a desk, aka sink area at the hotel. Troy said, should an Asian man visit Haiti once in his lifetime? I think he should, yeah. It gives him a different, perspective and appreciation of life. Just to see something different than what he's seeing. Kev TV said, absolutely, I want to go. Kev TV in Haiti, that would be mega. Richard the World Traveler in Haiti, that would be big. That's good, man. I'm just hungry, man. I was starving myself today because I was eating too much. Cav TV said, "Sac passe, my boule, PT. Once again, guys, if you can get a video like, I appreciate it. I'm going to let you guys go for now, but I'll try to come back a little later with even better quality for the video. I got some stuff to take care of, but I'll definitely get back with you guys in a couple hours if I can. Once again, thank you for tuning in. If you have any more questions you need to know about Tijuana, Juarez, Mexico, any information, I'm still not an expert on Juarez. I'm gathering information as I go along. Andre said, Philly, get that chicken leg, bro. Enjoy, man. Thank you. Joe said, I like the video. Thanks. Fearless champ. Thank you, man. The fearless champ. Philly Dom, the fearless champ. I think I'm going to stick with that one. Philly Dom, the fearless champ. Because even when I'm losing, I'm winning. I can't lose. So I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. More videos to come. See you guys in the next video. And if you have any more questions about Tijuana, or you want me to Tijuana and Juarez, if you want me to do a 2, I can do a part 2 because this is a topic that can be ongoing forever. Miller said peace. Jamel said, do people in Tijuana speak English weirdly? No, some of them speak it good. You have Tijuana is a border town, so you have a lot of people that have been deported. You have a lot of Mexican people that have businesses in Mexico, and they cross into the U.S. with they cross in the U.S. every day, not to work. These people are, Mexican citizens, but they have the visa to travel into the U.S., I guess to buy clothes or whatever, to visit family, whatever they're doing over there. They speak good English. Now, the best English that I've heard abroad that floored me, the people from El Salvador that speak English, like in San Salvador, they speak good English. Like they speak English to you like better than your English, like they grew up in the States. It blew my mind. Sometimes in Tijuana, you can hear the people speaking English, but they mess up some words, or it's their second language. It's not their language, so I don't expect them to be no. But the people in El Salvador that can speak English, when they speak like they went to a American school and they lived in the States and they just came back there, and some of them ain't never even left Central America. Arlene Wade said later. KFTV said thumbs up. Nate said, do the border patrol officers when crossing over to Tijuana give us a hard time why you enter to TJ? No, if you driving, it depends. If you have your passport and all your documents, you are right. And if you comply with their rules, whatever. One day I had an incident because when I crossed, that's when I first came back here from the Dominican Republic. I didn't know that they were charging $30 to go into Mexico. So when I went on foot, because usually I would drive in, so I didn't know about that problem. Because when you drive in, you just drive in. But I walked in that day, and that's when they told me it was $30. I thought they were making it up, trying to get money because of the COVID situation, and they kicked me out of the country. I mean, they literally took my passport and walked me to U.S. border, and I had to cross. They crossed me back into the U.S. Well, they took me to the U.S. border patrol, and they took my passport and they brought me back into the U.S. because they said I didn't want to follow their rules or their regulations. So for the most part, they don't, but they can. Some do. It depends. You know what I mean? It depends. But sometimes it does happen. Jay said, in my tractor trailer watching. Thanks, Jay. You in the tractor trailer watching. Appreciate you, my boy. Thank you for watching, man. I guess you working. They said walking into Tijuana. Yeah, you probably get more problems walking into Tijuana than driving in. Driving, if you, like I said, more than likely you'll just go right through because the line is so crowded and so many cars behind you. But every now and then they can pull you over and ask you for your license or your passport or something. And they do it every once in a blue moon. Game Player Master said, "Oh, hey, what's going on, Game Player Master? What's going on with you guys? What's going on with you, man? How's everything going on in your world, man? Game Player, how's everything going? Talk to me, man. You're hanging out with the one and only Philly Don, man. We got 40 people watching. Yeah, we're talking about Tijuana versus Juarez, Mexico. They're very, very similar. Both places are very, very similar, like I said before. Oh, man. Which states in Mexico got more blacks? I'm not sure. I just know the Guerrero is a city or area that have blacks, and I got Acapulco and some other places. But I'm not like a historian on it. I would have to do some research on it. But they do have a black population in Mexico. They're not talked about that much because it's I don't know. I would have to check their history books, but it's definitely a black population there. And blacks. I mean, I said blacks. Slave ships actually went to Mexico as well. If you do a little bit of research on that, but I'm not 100% sure where all the black regions are at. But I do know Guerrero. Everybody always brings that up in Mexico and talks about that area. EA said it is probably walking on the streets of Tijuana while black. You crazy, man. And then Rico said, "What's up, big dog? I was in TJ yesterday. Love it. Got some of those chick tacos. That's what's up, man. You're enjoying yourself down there, I see." And then Game Player Master said, "How are you doing?" "I'm doing good, Game Player Master. How you doing?" Then Rico said, "Didn't have to pay the $30 to cross." Yeah, man. Mexico is never consistent when they do stuff, man. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. Another time when I crossed, they didn't ask me for the $30, or they didn't even give me a visa that time. So I mean, it's unpredictable. It's unpredictable in Mexico. It's not consistent. They can have one rule for 1 week, 1 day, and then they switch it to another rule. So it's like not consistent all the time. So I'm not surprised you cross without anything. But the one procedure that stands the same for the most part is when you cross by foot, they do give you a visa. So sometimes they be slacking. I don't know what's going on. The truth is it racist there in Mexico? I mean, racism is everywhere. Obviously, it's from some racist people in Americas. Obviously, some racist people in Mexico. Have I really experienced a lot of racism in Mexico? Not really. And I've been all over, so I can't just give you a Tijuana experience. I've been to Mexico City. I mean, I've been around the Mexican people like in Guadalajara, and they're like of white descent. A lot of them, or Spaniard descent, they call them, or Anglo-Saxon, whatever you want to call them. And they took me in like a brother, and I had no problem. So I really can't tell you I experienced too much racism in Mexico. Now, the most, if I have to think about it, because that's a good question on top of my head, I would say Tijuana, because Tijuana, they have an element there. They have the deportees there. People that, used to live in the States or Canada, wherever they from. And they got deported back to Mexico. So some of them are bitter about them being deported and stuff like that. So they're jealous when they see Americans or Canadians come across. So yeah, they can get in an argument with you and call you the N-word or something like that, or treat you bad because they know you can cross and they can't cross. But overall, I people in Mexico have shown me nothing but love. They some good people overall. That's my true breakdown of Mexico for the most part. But yeah, I mean, I had some incidents in Tijuana, but like I said, these were not Mexicans that were like living in Tijuana. These are Mexicans that like probably were born in Tijuana or wherever they were born at through Mexico, and then they got deported, and now they're at the border because their family's in Arizona, or Canada, I mean, or California or something, or New Mexico or Texas, so they could be close to them. So they go to a border town, and the strongest border town everybody knows is Tijuana, Mexico. So if you deport it and you want to make money, that's a good place to go because you can probably make the most money if you want to be on a border town. Now, obviously, you can make money in Mexico City and Guadalajara and other places they have there. But it happens. And they definitely try to get over on you with the taxis and stuff like that, especially in Tijuana, because they think because you're American that you have more money. I don't know. They just think all this because we're in the States, you're just super rich. EA said, I asked if is it safe for black persons to walk on the streets of Tijuana. I mean, EA, obviously it is. You see me do videos with a camera in my hand. And I'm walking on the streets of Tijuana. I walked on the streets of Tijuana, Playa del Carmen, Mexico City, Guadalajara, Mexicali, Tecate. Oh man, I've been to so many places. Culiacan, Sinaloa, Sonora, so many places, man. So yeah, it's safe. It's safe. They're not gonna just pick you because you're black. Nate said, but you do stand out. I mean, you're different than the people there, so you do stand out. Nate said, if they also asked why entering in the TJ, what is the typical response? I mean, you could tell them people go down there to gamble, people go down there for doctor's appointment, people go down there to party, people go down there to meet up with friends or relatives. I mean, just tell them you're going down there to shop or something. I mean, tell them the truth. You could tell them basically what everything. If they're gonna turn you around, they're gonna turn you around. So you tell them you're going there to party or eat at a restaurant or a bar or something. I mean, that's what most people go down to Tijuana. The main thing is the party, to go to the doctors, and that's to get dental work too. A lot of people go down there to get dental work. Females come down there from the States to try to get plastic surgery done. So some people go down there just to do a little trip, vacation, just to see something different from where they're from. Tell them the truth. If they turn you around, they turn you around. C said, tell them the food and party. Yeah, I agree with you, C. Great videos. What got you into YouTube and what got you started? Well, what got me into YouTube was a friend of mine named I Am Maya, which is a good friend of this guy behind me named Richard, the World Traveler. I used to watch his channel and everything like that when I was working in Alaska. You can check him out. He's a Kenyan YouTuber, I Am Maya. And I used to, just like how you guys on leaving comments and I'm responding to your comments. We used to go back and forth. I told him that, I was working in Alaska, but I live in Tijuana, Mexico for like half of the year when I'm not working in Alaska, and we just built a friendship. And he told me when I get done with my contract in Alaska, or I'm in Tijuana, he'll come up there and visit me because he wants to do videos there. But he was a little skeptical because you hear rumors and how dangerous Tijuana is and the different things about Tijuana. So he really wanted like an inside man, somebody that was there that could take him around that he can trust and know he'd be all right. And then from there, we built a friendship, and I went around with him to do videos and stuff like that. And he said, "Hey, Philly, you got a good personality. So you ever think about doing videos?" I said, "Man, I don't know how. I didn't know." And he, sat down with me, showed me the ins and outs of the YouTube business, and now I'm started doing videos, and I've been doing it for a while now. That's how I started doing YouTube. Shout out to I Am Iowa, and the guy that helped I Am Iowa is sitting right behind me. Is Richard, the World Traveler. You might as well say that's his mentor. That's our mentor. He's the one that's been telling us about YouTube and what to do and how to do it and everything. Let me see what's going on. The Truth said, "Have you spoke with Marie and Haiti lately?" No, Or Sony Raymond either. I ain't spoke with him either. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. Marie commented on one of my videos not too long ago, so I commented back on that video. But like physical conversation, no, we ain't talking a while. We ain't talking a while. I'm sure both of them are doing fine in Haiti right now. Sometimes I tune into Marie's station and leave comments, but not all the time. But I ain't talked to not really too many people in Haiti in a while. Gameplay Master said, "Is Richard the World Traveler with you right now?" Yeah, he's with me right now. They want to know if he's with me right now with me. He'll come over and show his face so y'all believe me.
I'm gonna steal his chicken. See?
Yeah.
Stop eating the chicken.
He's right there.
Just doing some stuff.
He's just doing something online. The Truth said, honestly, I thought you guys were a couple. No, we're not a couple, man. Just friends, not a couple.
We got 2 dads.
Yeah. You guys got jokes, yo. You guys got some jokes. Tyson Cole said, "That's what's up, Philly. The cycle keeps going. You're inspiring others to get out there." Yes, indeed. I ain't even left yet, and cousins are trying to get their passports now. Man, you take your cousins down to the DR, man, they're going to thank you for life. Because once they get the travel bug, you're going to keep traveling. EA said, "Tyson Cole, that's the truth. Philly is also inspiring others." Thank you, EA. Appreciate you. Thank you guys, man. I'm glad I could help somebody, see something different. Like I said, traveling is you cannot learn this in a classroom. You can't learn this on a YouTube channel. Just being in a place, talking with the people, eating the food, going around the country or the city is something that's very different from where you're from. Is kind of crazy. Oh, the Truth said, I'm saying, "Oh, you want to read?" No, we just friends. No, we just friends. I was saying in the beginning, no, just helping her, put our channel together, man. Because Haiti's a rough place, man. If you don't got no income coming in, Haiti's rough, man. And then I see somebody coming down there being deported, man. They look at you like a third-class citizen out there. Oh, shout out to you, Tyson Cole. Thanks again, brother. I got the whole new lease on life. Thank you, man. No problem, man. I'm telling you, If you had a bad relationship, traveling will cure that. If you just want to see something different, you feel like stuff is boring in your life, travel. You'll see something different that you ain't never seen before. Language, even the way they speak Spanish in the Dominican Republic is different than how they speak Spanish. Probably the Spanish people that you grew up with in your hometown. And it's just, I mean, it'll open you up to so much more. You meet more travelers, they'll tell you more places to go, more places to go. But once again, thank you, man, for the $10 super chat, man. I greatly appreciate you, Tyson. Appreciate you so much. Gameplay Master said Philly KFC or Popeyes, man. We eating Popeyes, man. Popeyes. That's Popeyes. Popeyes, man. That's Popeyes. Eating Popeyes. BG said KFC for the win. Popeyes. Popeyes. Yeah, that's Popeyes, man. I like Popeyes. If I had to choose out of KFC and Popeyes, Popeyes will win. Love Popeyes, man. Love Popeyes, man. I can't lie to you guys. I love Popeyes. Love Popeyes chicken. I love it. I love it. I love it to death. Gameplay America said Popeyes got better chicken. Yes, indeed, they do, man. That's 100% true. They got better chicken. Which cheap hotel would you recommend in Tijuana? Well, if you're coming there to hang out, Tijuana Hotel will be, it's cheap. I mean, all the hotels in Tijuana is cheap compared to what you're going to pay in the US or Europe or Canada or Japan or wherever you're at. I would recommend if you come in there like with a girlfriend or family members or kids, Tijuana. If you come in there to party, if you guys, people know what I'm talking about, who's partying. I would stay at Cascados, which is on top of Hong Kong. But if you go in there with your family, the Tijuana Hotel. Both of them are highly recommended. Both of them are nice. If you want to get another experience, it's not downtown. They have the Tijuana Grand Hotel, which is on Agua Caliente. I recommend that hotel as well. VG said, oh, you crazy, VG. HS say years ago, Kentucky used to be, it used to be back in the day. It used to be the spot. You're right. But they fell off. Got to go to Popeyes. You know it. And once again, Tyson Cole, thank you for the $10 super chat. Greatly appreciate it. If you guys are watching, please get a video like. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. That would mean the world to me as we talk about Tijuana, Mexico, and Juarez, Mexico. Any questions that you want to ask me? I'm longer than I thought I was going to be on the live, but I'll keep pushing along, man. You guys got any questions about Juarez? Nothing is a stupid answer. I'll answer it the best way I can. Val said, what's up, Philly? Keep it up, my brother. Thanks for your support. My YouTube channel is growing. I went to Sosua Beach. I see things are being back to normal. Yes, indeed. Sosua is a spot, man. Sosua is a spot. It's not my favorite spot in Dominican Republic, but it's definitely the spot. I like the capital. I fell in love with the capital, man. Shout out to my family out there in El Million in the capital, man. I like the capital, man. But yes, so yes, it's coming back to normal. Yes, indeed. Arlene Wade, put the thumbs up. Thank you, guys. If you guys are watching the video, man, wherever you at, man, please get a video a like. We got 35 people watching. We got 42 likes. If you like what I'm talking about, anything I can help you guys with, I'm always there. Tyson Cole said, after Playa del Carmen, what's the next city outside of Cancun I should visit? Tulum. Tulum, man. Go to Tulum. It's right there by Playa del Carmen. It's like a 25-minute or 30-minute ride down the road south of Playa del Carmen. Cool little city, man. You'll like the vibes over there, man. It's similar to Playa del Carmen. It's just a smaller version of Playa del Carmen, Mexico. And you definitely want to check out Cancun. If you ain't been to Mexico before, you definitely want to check out Cancun. But Playa del Carmen, that's definitely a spot. Like I said, it's a little beach town, man. You'll see, but they got everything, man. They got malls. They got Fifth Avenue there. It's called Fifth Avenue. They got everything, man. Subway, Old Navy, bars, restaurants, any type of food you want. American, Mexican food, Italian, Jamaican, Haitian, Dominican. They got everything there, man. Nate Cali, man, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. Thanks, Philly. I now feel a little more confident about going to Tijuana now. You'll be all right in Tijuana, man. Nate Cali, man, thank you for the $5 super chat. When you go there, man, just take taxis, man. Take taxis, take Ubers. If it's your first time, take taxis. Wherever you want to go, take a taxi there. If you're going to the Zona Norte to hang out the little spots over there, like Hong Kong, Analitas, Chavelas, whatever, take a taxi. If you're going to Revolution to hang out, make sure you take a taxi. Don't really walk around. Just stay in the safe zones. If you want to go to Zona Rio or Zona Rosa, which is a nice area, take taxis. Go out there as well. You'll be perfectly fine. You won't have no problems. Your number one enemy in Tijuana, Mexico, and I hate to say this, because not all Mexican cops in Tijuana are bad people. Some are good people. I know a couple of them. They good people, man. Or the cops. But not all the cops are like that. So I don't want you to go there thinking every cop in Mexico is bad, because they're not. Tyson Cole said, yeah, I have to Cancun, but I saw a video of Tulum. I'm going to check it out. Yeah, Tulum is lit, man. Tulum is lit, man. Val said, Arlene Wade. As Stockpot say, I haven't heard her from you for a while, Arlene Wade. Val said. Rich said, is TJ safer than Juarez? If both places had a problem. It's like asking if you safe if you go to Chicago or if you go to Philadelphia. Both places you got to be on the swivel and make sure you know your surroundings. But if I had to pick, I'm gonna say Tijuana, because it's a bigger city. It's more people, so more problems can occur in bigger cities. They just have more numbers. I think Juarez. Can somebody check the population of Juarez? I want to know the exact population, but I think it's 300,000 to 500,000. But Tijuana is over 200 million. Somebody already checked that earlier for us. So I would think Tijuana will be a little bit more dangerous. But Tijuana is, it has to be more dangerous, because Tijuana will be a little bit more dangerous than Juarez. Tijuana has been painted the most dangerous city in the world, but it's because of the homicide. It's because of the homicide rate is high. The homicide rate is really high. That's why they say that. Nate said, I'm to DR 6 times. Tijuana. Different. Very similar. Very similar. They all duplicate themselves. They all duplicate themselves. They all duplicate. I'm right here with you guys. I'm just on my laptop real quick, checking something out. But no, they all duplicate themselves. They all duplicate themselves. They all duplicate themselves. Hold on one second, guys. I'm checking something out real quick. I'll be right there with you guys. I ain't going nowhere. Thought I was, but I'm not going nowhere yet. Yeah, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Jamel said the cops in Tulum killed a Salvadoran girl for racism. I mean, stuff happens, and my prayers and stuff go out to her family. I'm sorry to hear that, but I mean, you can get murdered anywhere. I know people that got murdered in Philly that I grew up with, so you can be murdered anywhere. But I hear you, Salvadoran girl for racism. Wow, sorry to hear that, Jamel. Jamel, where you from, man? Where you from? Arlene Wade said Perry. That's cool. One lie, I saw your video this week. Oh, Jay, okay. JD said 1.3 million as of 2015. Juarez population in 2010 was 1. Yeah, so they have a million then, but Tijuana has a lot more. Tijuana is 2 million or something. Okay. Thank you guys for that information, man. Thank you. So they're about the same, but they're both considered like in the top 10 dangerous countries in Mexico. I mean, yeah, no, dangerous cities in Mexico. They're about the same. But like I said, you just take precaution. If you want to go down there, eat a taco, go to a restaurant, go to a bar, have a drink, get a nice meal with a female or with your buddies or whatever, don't be scared to go to these places. You just got to take precaution. And like I said, stay to the tourist traps. That's the main thing I'm trying to tell you guys. These places are feasible to go to. I went there. I went to Juarez. I'm talking to you guys now. I'm not shot. I didn't get robbed. I didn't get jumped. Nothing happened to me. You know what I mean? So I definitely will go back again and again and again. You just have to be smart and plan it out, like I said. But you can have a good time. You don't have to worry about your life ending because you went to one of these places. So it's possible. And I'm going to keep traveling to these places to show you that you can go to these different countries and these different cities in these countries. You know what I mean? And I mean, yes, obviously they still have a criminal element to them. I'm not gonna sit here on this live and tell you like when you go there everything's on peaches and cream all the time, but more than likely, nothing will happen. I mean, I could leave out of this hotel, go up the street and get robbed, like you know what I mean? And I'm in the US right now. So it could happen anywhere. Just take precaution, man, and play it smart, and you should be all right. You won't have no problems. That's why I do these walk and talk videos. I want to, go to these areas in these cities and show you. You can have fun here. You can go around. You can walk around. And Tijuana or Juarez is no different. Yeah, they have that. They have their criminal activities like any other place, but it's no different than a Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's no different than a Chicago or New York City or Miami or Los Angeles or San Diego, California or Houston, Texas or El Paso, Texas. It's no different. What is he saying? Game player said he ain't coming out with no bruises. Yeah, not got no bruises. Bruises. Look at me. I'm all right. You don't see me like, oh, I'll never go there again. They robbed every bit of money I had. No, I'm all right. Nate Kelly said any restaurant recommended in Tijuana. Yes, my favorite restaurant in Tijuana, Mexico is not even a Mexican restaurant. It's an Italian restaurant called Victorio's. It's on Revolution, the main drag. You can just ask any taxi driver, you jump in there, or you can Google it. Victorio's, Italian restaurant. They have great pizza, excellent pizza, pasta, anything you get there. I promise you go once, you'll go again. Every time I go there, it's always packed. They have one in downtown Tijuana, and the other one is in Playa de Tijuana, beach of Tijuana. Also, man, if you're not scared and you want to go in the hood, I can tell you a good hood restaurant in Zona Norte. It's on it's where Hong Kong is. You can ask somebody where Hong Kong is at, the club, and then if you go up on the second floor of the club, they have a restaurant there. If you go there, I'm guaranteed it's Argentinian food. You can't. I mean, not Argentina, Venice. Wait, no. It's Argentina food. My fault. It's Argentina food. You can't go wrong. It's on the second floor of Hong Kong. You go to Hong Kong, you can ask somebody where's the restaurant at. And you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. That's good food. And then all in up down Revolution, they have a bunch of good restaurants. One thing I can tell you about Tijuana, Mexico, man, You can't go wrong with the food. The food is good. Also, they have another location, not a location, but a good place to go to get good restaurants is Agua Caliente. There's a bunch of nice restaurants on Agua Caliente that you can go to. You can't really go wrong with food down in Tijuana, Mexico. That's one thing they leave out about Tijuana, Mexico. Anywhere you eat there, the different places to eat, the competition is like at the highest level it can be there in Tijuana. All the restaurants are good for the most part. Jamel said, any place in the world is dangerous. All is about your behavior. I have been to, Palestine towns. Wow. And nothing happened to me. See what I mean? He's been to Palestine. Wow. Yeah, you just got to know your surroundings and stuff like that. Nate Cal said, ever been to Rosarito and the beach area as well? Yes, I've been to Rosarito. I've been to the beach area. Rosarito don't really do nothing for me, but it's a nice little beach town. They got Papa's in Bed there. They got a bunch of different seafood restaurants to get seafood. They got Puerto Nuevo, which is the next town down. They have an area there you can get all the lobster you can eat and stuff like that. So Rosarito is cool. It's cool. It's not your typical beach. But anything on that Pacific coast, even if we talk about like even San Diego, California, like Pacific Beach, the Pacific Beach is nice, the boardwalk, but the water, like when I think of beaches, I don't just think of just scenery. I don't just think of sand, but the water got to be clear. Like, it's just the Pacific coast, so the water is not like that. But I mean, they have nice beaches. It's a nice beach. They have spring break there every year. All the college students come down there for spring break, or they used to for spring break down there. So it's definitely worth going to. Definitely worth going to. Any questions you want to know about? Like I said, you can just feed me the questions. If you want to know anything about Juarez, I'm not an expert on Juarez yet, but I travel enough that I can go to a place once or twice and I can fill them out pretty quickly. That's something that it comes with traveling. You'll know right away the situation where you're at pretty much within 1 or 2 days of being somewhere. Like this is the first time that I traveled to the Dominican Republic that I stayed for a while, and I really got to fill out the culture and the people. And I mean, it actually grew on me. At first, I was like, "Why do people want to live in the DR? What's so special about the DR?" And I can understand why you would want to live in the DR. I guess Jamel said, "Do you know Los Angeles is the is the northest most place in Latin America?" Yeah, I agree with you. There's a lot of Latins in Los Angeles. Yeah, I agree with you. I can agree with that. I mean, but you still got the Bay Area. There's a lot of Latins in the Bay Area too, as well. Oh, I thought you did a typo. All right, explain that. Lost I'll go this. Explain that one. You have to explain that one. Oh, it's near Yuma, Arizona. Thank you. I know Yuma, Arizona, but I've never heard of that place, man. I'm probably misinformed about that, but tell me a little bit about it. Like, give me a little paragraph, something about it, so I can read it to everybody. You educating us today, man. But I do know Yuma. I do know Yuma, Arizona. I know that. I know that place. I know Yuma, Arizona. But give me a little. Give me a little bit of information, my friend. Get a little bit of information. Give me a little bit of information. I'm still here with you guys. I'm just checking on my computer as well. Just checking the channel, see what's going on. Kay said, "How much is the tacos next to Hong Kong?" I'm gonna say it's like $1 a taco. You're talking about Danny's, Taco Danny's. It's like $1 a taco. Then Cliven Hill said, "Thanks for your knowledge of traveling, brother. Appreciate it." I try, man. It's still a lot I don't know. I just try to give you what I know and my experience. But thank you, man. I'm trying. I'm trying to help you guys, man. See if I can get you guys to come on the road and travel. Even if you have a full-time job back home, why not? I get it. Some people have kids, some people have other responsibilities in their city or state, but it's always good to, maybe 2 weeks out of the year, maybe a month. I mean, most people don't get a month off in the United States, but even if you can go for a couple days, 6, 7 days, maybe to Mexico, somewhere different from where you're from, you'll definitely have a good time. JB said, Philly, if someone wanted to get work on a vessel for this upcoming season, do you know if they have a cutoff date for new hires? No, they don't have cutoff dates with these companies. Obviously, they get full. Some companies get full. But people, the work is hard, people. I'm just talking about Alaska a little bit because, that's what made me, guys. So I always talk about Alaska. JB, this is going out to JB, whoever else is listening about this. JB, the situation, people always constantly quit because people go up there. They all about the money. They all about the money. They all about the money. And when they go up there, they're getting blood splashing on them, and they nowadays, and he worked 3 or 4 weeks, no day off, Monday through Sunday. All you do is eat, sleep, work. A lot of people start quitting and stuff. So even if the company says they're full, they always need a fresh batch of people because people will quit, or people get hurt, or something happens to a loved one. Something happens that the person that some people have to leave during the season, so they always need new recruits. So you can constantly do this year round, but right now I would recommend you right now was January, February, March. Put your application in now. March is almost over. This is the last day of March. Put your applications in now, man, because salmon season. I mean, they're in A season, but they're about to go into B season soon, which is April, May. Wait, April, May. Yeah, put your applications now because like May is really the start of like salmon season. B season starts around May, April, May and June, July, August, September. There's some big months for them, but you want to get in like you want to be on a vessel by like May, April or May. But I mean, no, some of the vessels are constantly year round, so it's always work. A season started like January to like April. It's always work, man. It's always constant work, man. So put your application in now. Don't be hesitant when you get off this live with me, or even while you're watching the live, man. Start putting your applications in. Put one in with Ocean Beauty. Put one in with Trident Seafoods. Put one in with Silver Bay Seafoods, Peter Pan. I mean, you could just Google seafood processing companies, vessel jobs. It's so many of them, man. So many of them. So many of them. So many of them. And then Cliven Hill said, I hear COVID slowing travel international. It is, man. It is slowing, but it's not impossible. You see a boy, you looking at me in the flesh, Philly down, I'm right here. I'm still traveling, you know what I mean? I'm getting ready to go back to the DR in a couple weeks. And you see I'm still traveling, man. So it's possible. Anything is possible, man. You just gotta stick to your gun and want to do it. That's all. Aaron said, hey, Philly, how are the accommodations in Alaska when you are working? I mean, it's America. At the end of the day, Alaska, people forget it's America because it's so far up there. But it's America, so they have a lot of rules. They have a lot of regulations. And I know now, since the COVID hit, that they real strenuous on the rules, on the regulations, and the cleanup. So the accommodations are well. When I was working there, I never stayed in a dirty facility at all. So the accommodations are. They have a cleanup crew that just their job is just to clean the facilities or clean the boat, clean the vessels or the boats or the land plant, wherever you at. They put everything in place for you guys. I'm telling you, when you go up to Alaska to work, everything is in place for you. All you have to do is work. Your biggest concern is just to work your 17 hours, your 16, your 12 hours, whatever the company or the boat that you get on or vessel, whatever it entitles. That's what you have to do, man. That's what you have to do. That's your job. That's your job. That's your job. That's your job. So they're gonna put everything in place to make that easy for you. Obviously, it's the United States of America. They're not gonna have you working in no bad work conditions. Trust me on that, because they get lawsuits. They get people writing letters and emailing and saying all sorts of stuff about the different companies. So you don't have to worry about that. The facilities I've been through have all been clean and up to date on everything. You have Wi-Fi there. If you don't have a cell phone or your cell phone work, they have phones that you can make a call back home to talk to your loved ones. They have emergency contact numbers if you're working and your loved can't reach you. If you're a vegetarian and you like vegetarian food, they have vegetarian food for you. If you're a meat eater, they have meat food. They have everything. Everything is laid out for you. All you gotta do is put your applications in, step out on faith, go up there to work, and you're gonna be all right. You're gonna make a little bit of money. That's your goal, just to focus on the job they give you. And if you a real hustler and you're really true about yours, you can work other jobs while you up there too as well to make more money. Instead of your regular hours, you can also, if they need people to work, do extra cleanup, or they need people to do this or do that, whatever the job is. Work in the kitchen or something, you can always volunteer for extra hours. Let me see what's going on. Ever been to Colombia? Yeah, I've been to Colombia, man. Game said back to the DR. Yes, indeed, you know it. Philly, you've been to Asia before. I've never been to Asia. Harry Locke said going back to the DR. That's good news. Yes, indeed, I'm going back. VG said, Philly, you've been to Asia. No, I've been to Asia. Yeah, I'm going back to the DR. Nate Cali said, I've been to Colombia. JB said, I'm eyeing America for the cruise share. I'm okay. I guess you would you would America for the cruise share B season, 65-day contract. Yeah, you're gonna be all right, boy. You about to work like a slave for them 65 days, man. But you volunteer, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna be all right, man. It's just like going on. I don't know if anybody been to the military or something. It's like going to a boot camp or something. Just know that stuff ain't gonna be easy and comfortable for those next 2 months of your life. But when you're there, you're gonna build connects and you build friendships. And you said you with America, man. You with if you can make America, the reason why they probably gave you that 65 days, because they want to test you. But if you with America, man, and you can produce with them and learn quickly and fit into their little system of how they work out there at sea, man, you got yourself a good job, man. I'm gonna tell you that for a fact. You got yourself a good job. American Seafoods is like the Harvard, the Yale. I always say this on the live. The Harvard, the Yale of seafood processing companies. You survive with them, you're gonna get a good paycheck, and you getting cruise share. You're gonna get a nice little bit of money, man, and they hire you back, man. You'll be all right, man. Go there, just focus on your job. You're gonna be all right, man. Just do whatever they tell you to do. You're gonna be grumpy sometime. You're not gonna get sleep. Your hands gonna hurt. Your back gonna hurt. Just stick it out. Stick it out. Stick it out. Don't get frustrated. Just stick in there. Do what you got to do. Make sure you come to work on time. Don't have them have to get you up. Just be disciplined, man. At the end of the day, it's all going to work out for you. Trust me. Paul said, what's up, Philly Dom? All is well, man. Paul, what's going on with you? Harry the Lock said, Arlene Wade, how are you? Hill said, you've been to the Philippines. I've never been nowhere in the Asian world. I need to go to the Asian world. I've never been in Asia or Africa. I've never been there. JB said, as long as I don't end up in the freezer, I'm with it. Yeah, because the freezer room is cold, man. But, I mean, sometimes you might want to work in there if you can get extra hours, man. You'll be all right. And even if you're in the freezer, they have to rotate. They just can't give you, like, you know what I mean? They have common sense to know. VG said you should check out Thailand. Yeah, that's what a lot of people telling me. If it ever opens back up, fun place, hella safe too. Woman and TJ are hotter. Still a cool, okay, place to visit though. Man, he said the woman in Tijuana are hotter than the ones in Asia. Wow. In Thailand. That's interesting. Then Paul said I got on with Silver Bay. I'm leaving in May or June, man. That's what's up, Paul. That's what's up, man. I'm happy for you, man. Happy for you. Yeah, Silver Bay, you'll be all right, man. Just do your contract, man. Stick it out, man. Remember, it's not forever, man. It's not forever. Some people get frustrated. You want to be working up there like 2 months, 3 months, maybe 4. I was a warrior, man. I used to do like 6-month contracts. I remember one time, man, I worked January, February, March, April. I think I went to Belize for 1 month. And then right that, April, May. And I worked May, June, July, August, September, late September. So it was like 8 months when something, no, you'll be all right, man. You'll be all right, man. Especially if you need money, you need to get your situation together. You'll be all right. Harry Deluxe said, I can't do all that hard work for pennies. I made, okay, 1,300 today trading, NASA 100. I mean, Harry, some people can do that. Other people don't know how to do the stock market. But it's just for somebody, it's always somebody out there that need a job. Could be a college student. It could be somebody that's getting out of like jail or prison or something. They ain't got no way to get a job. Or somebody could be in between jobs and stuff like that. But Harry is right. If you can get with the stock market and stuff, that could help you too. But everybody's not everybody cup of tea. I mean, some stuff work for some people, Harry. It don't work for other people. But I'm happy for you, man. That's some good money, man. Just one day's of work, make that much. Wow. And that's a little bit of money, but that's still good for one day's of work. Some people work 2, 3 weeks and don't get that. Arlene Wade said, I'm good. Thanks, Harry. JB said, Paul, is that 13 hours? Arlene Wade said, awesome, Harry. Nate, which city was the best experience you had in Colombia? That would be Bogota. Like I said, when I travel places, man, it's the people. Medellin was a cool vibe. Cartagena was a cool vibe, but Bogota, I don't know, man. I just met some cool people there. The people where I was staying at the house, I was staying at Selena's house when I was there. Even though I stayed at Selena's in what is it in Medellin and Cartagena, I stayed in at Selena's. But I don't know, the people I met there in Bogota, and the weather's not that good. But it was just a real chill, laid back vibe in Bogota. So like I said, it's the people that you meet. With me, when I travel, it's the people that I meet that make my trip. You can be in a messed up city that looks like nothing, but if the people treat you good and you have a good time there, you'll always speak highly of that place. Even though the weather wasn't the best, but I didn't. The weather didn't bother me because I was having so much of a good time. But yeah, I noticed I'm like, damn, it's kind of cold, and it's the kind of weather they get. But it was definitely Bogota. And if you talk to most people that go to Colombia, they always going to say Cartagena. Some might say Cali. Some might say Medellin. Some might say Paleta. They might name other places, but Bogota, like Bogota. EA said, Harry the Locks, you're using a offshore broker. Harry the Locks said, ES, yep. Who's way, but they always pay. Look them up. That's what's up, Harry. You teaching them. Word, I feel that, Philly. Harry the Lock said. Paul JB said yes. 13. Okay, 13 an hour. Then Ruben said, how are you doing, brother? Where are you at now, man? Right now I'm in Arizona. I was just in Texas. I drove from Texas. Me and Richard drove from Texas today to Arizona. So we're in Arizona, Tucson, Arizona to be exact. That's what I'm doing this live from right now. Tucson, Arizona. I'm coming home. And we're making our way back west. JB said, thanks, Paul. VG said, truth. Paul said, you're welcome. VG said, all about the experience you have in a certain city. Yep, you know it. That's what I tell people, man. The city could have everything. It could have the nicest malls. It could friggin' be Dubai, man. It could be Dubai. And you could go there and have a horrible time because the people are a piece of crack. You understand? And you could be at a place like Tijuana that's a rundown city in some areas and have the time of your life. And you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, any place you go, you have to feel good. Put it this way, you could be, oh man, I could try to see if I can use an analogy. In a relationship, you could be with a girl, you could buy her a house, you could buy her a car, you could get her all the clothes, all the diamonds and everything. But if you treat her bad, you treat her bad. All she will remember about that relationship is that she had a bad time with you. Even though you bought her a house, you bought her a car, you did this and that. That's the same thing when you travel, when you go to a different city. It could be the best city in the world, could have all the amenities, the best hotels, the best everything. But if the people treat you bad there, that's all you're gonna remember about the show. Like, dang man, when I went to the New York, man, I ain't like how the people was treating me. It was all rude, disrespectful people. And this could be the best city in the whole United States. You understand? So that's why when people ask me, it's always how people treated me. El Salvador. when I went to El Salvador and the times I've been there, the people treated me good. So all I know about El Salvador is how good I was treated there. And it still reigns true because the people from El Salvador always coming alive and asking when I'm coming back to El Salvador. When I'm coming back to El Salvador. When are you coming back? Are you coming back to El Salvador? When you gonna go back to El Salvador? Now they're gonna be a little hurt finding out I gotta go to the DR to take care of something. I'm gonna be in a music video. That's the only reason I'm really going back to DR, man, to be in a music video. Somebody asked me, so you're gonna see everything. You'll see as everything unfold. Then VG said all about the experience you have. Yeah, that's true. Nate Callie said it's funny you said Bogota. I saw videos of beautiful woman in Cartagena and Medellin until I saw a sexy woman in Bogota. Hands down. I hear you. Yes, indeed. The game player said, wait, Philly, how long have you had profile picture on YouTube? How long have you had the profile picture on YouTube? Since I opened my channel, man. Game player master said 51 likes. EA said DR music video on a boat. I don't know if it'll be on a boat. Depends on whatever they want to do, man. They just asked me to be in the video. Tyson Cole said, man, I got to hit up El Salvador in the near future, but I got good lineup for you. You got a good lineup for 2021. Yeah, you got a vicious lineup for 2021, man. That DR, Tyson, that DR going to set you up straight. I'm telling you, once you go to DR, you like, man, I ain't never dealing with the U.S. no more like that. The DR gonna set you up straight, man. They know how to party. They know how to have a good time. They got nice beaches. You'll see, man. The DR gonna set you up nice. Kay said, which country uses U.S. currency? A lot of countries use U.S. currency, but the ones that I've traveled to, that I know for sure use U.S. currency, was Panama. I've been to Panama a couple times. They use U.S. currencies. El Salvador uses U.S. currency. Them two for sure that I remember. VG said Cambodia uses U.S. currency?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that. I learned that one
They
today.
also have their own currency. They usually use stuff.
Okay. Ecuador uses U.S. currency. Who else uses U.S. currency? They asked me. A lot of countries, man. Cambodia uses U.S. currency as their main currency.
Belize, right?
Yeah, Belize, no, they got their own money. They use U.S. currency, but they got their own money. They got the Belizean dollar.
Curacao uses that.
Yeah, Curacao uses it. Believe it. JB said, believe it or not. Cambodia, yes, indeed. You don't know. Cambodia said that. Richard said that in the background. You know, he's the YouTube legend. He definitely said that. He's been to 85 countries, so he knows. And the sad thing about him being in 85 countries, he's been to some of these countries more than once, a couple times. Okay, trust me, Philly. I already got a foot out out of the states. Tyson said, he said, I already got a foot out of the states. I hear you, man. Once you start traveling outside of the states, man, it's hard, man. It's difficult, man. You see people like Telling Made Dreams and Mr. Flip. They go to DR and they live there. That's not by accident. Trust me. Trust me, it's not by. And there's nothing wrong with the states. If some brothers want to stay here and people want to live in the state, there's nothing wrong with the states. People might be married. They might have kids here. They might have a lot of responsibility here in the states. Houses, businesses. They just need to take the time to travel a little bit. But it's nothing wrong with living in the states. It's other places that you can be happy with outside of the states. Some person might go to these countries that I'm hyping up and go there and might have the total opposite time that I had there. But I guarantee you, most people had the good time there in the places I go to. It's like a 95% good time rate. JB said the problem is America is too expensive to get a similar experience. Yes, it is. Everything is expensive here. There's too many rules, too many regulations, and everything is a problem. JB said you have lunch and a couple drinks. There goes 50 easy. Yeah, in the U.S., yes, indeed. There in the DR, you can go with like 50 to 60 bucks, go out, eat all day, drink all day, 50 bucks. States, you might have one meal. You can spend $50 on yourself in one meal and be done. For one meal. Jamel said Colombia and Venezuela girls are pretty, but they don't have good educations like Cambodian and Thai girls that have a good they speak good English and always eager to learn more. Latin girls. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, yeah. I don't know. I gotta ask my buddies that date Thai woman and Cambodian. Richard, man, they asking me about they telling me that
Lots of
the
education.
Thai woman and the Cambodian woman are way more educated than the Venezuelan and the Colombian girls.
Not sure about Cambodia. I've been there many times.
Yeah.
Thai women for sure. A lot of nurses, doctors.
Yeah, he said the
Technology stuff.
yeah, he Richard agrees.
Even Marva's girlfriend had education.
Oh wow.
Extra.
Wow. Yeah, yeah, Richard agrees. He said they're very educated over there. So you helping me out with this, Jamel, appreciate you. Tyson Cole said, hey, being American is a blessing. Yes indeed, man. Because you being born in Haiti and stuff like that, it's rough, especially the Haitians. It's rough on the Haitians that can't get out of like Haiti or Jamaica or whatever country, one of the poor countries, wherever you're from, India, parts of Africa. I mean, it's rough, man. It's rough. It's rough. It's rough. It's rough, man. I'm in Haiti, man, and it's like I see people living there, and I'm like, yo, it's 2020, and I'm like, this is unbelievable. America is a blessing. I got an online job, so why not take care of the currency exchange and rate and live good? I agree with you, Tyson. I agree with you. I overstand, man. I overstand, man. I agree with you. What the heck is going on? Okay, EA said having a U.S. passport is a blessing. Yeah, having a U.S. passport is a blessing, and a lot of people, man, a lot of people don't take advantage of it, man. It's people that born, raised here in America, live all their life, work good jobs, make good money, got a house, got a car, good, good, money saved, and they don't really travel nowhere. And most of them, they don't travel because they scared because of what somebody tells them. But that blue passport is a blessing. Like I was watching a YouTuber the other day, man. He was talking about Mexico. He was talking about how a person in America from the United States, we can go to Mexico like I did yesterday, go to Mexico, hang out there, and come back. And it's like easy. And the only reason I can go to Mexico because I have that blue passport. When a Mexican that wants to come to the U.S. has to fill out all this paperwork, even a rich Mexican that just wants to, come here maybe to vacation, maybe visit some relatives, have to go through all this paperwork issues and to justify that he has businesses or property or he has legal ties to his country that once he gets his U.S. visa, he won't come to the U.S. and just like never go back to Mexico. And it's crazy when American can be a bum. Like you literally can be a bum in America as long as you got $200 or $300 and you can get a passport. You can go to these countries, and you don't have to justify that you have a house, property. You don't have to justify anything that's holding you to the U.S. To say if you go to Mexico that you might not go back to the U.S. It's crazy. He was at that when he was talking about that on the YouTube. I was like, it boggled my mind, man. But he's another travel vlogger. He was telling that story. He said that makes it's unbelievable. Nate said, lots of laugh. You might be here in the physical in the States, but once you travel out, you'll never be the same. Foreign woman will steal your heart. Yeah, yes indeed. You ain't lying, man. Then Harry the Lock said, are you going to Tijuana within the next few days? Probably within 2 weeks, week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. I'm not sure. I should be in Tijuana. Kay said, yeah, I just hope they don't mandate the vaccine to travel out of the country. If they did, man, well, I'm the first person in line to get a shot. But I mean, they have the vaccine and stuff now, so it's slowing down. I don't know. Is it slowing down in your towns? Is the COVID situation slowing down in your towns, guys? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know what the situation is in your town. And then VG said K seems a lot. Okay, V said K seems a lot of countries will require visitors to be vaccinated. Unfortunately, well, if that's what it's gonna have to be, that's what it's gonna have to be. That's what it's definitely gonna have to be then. But once again, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. You know, we talked today a lot about Mexico, Juarez, my trip to Juarez. And I'll have a lot more videos coming out about Juarez, Mexico. And we can talk about Tijuana anytime you guys want to talk about it. I got some things to take care of, so I'm going to have to cut the live. We had a good live today. We did it over 2 hours. Please tell your enemies, tell your friends, tell your neighbors. The sub to Richard the World Traveler and Philly Dom's channel. We would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And more videos will be coming very sooner than you think. Take care. God bless. Good morning, good night, good afternoon. Depends on wherever you at throughout the world. I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.